for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent, but be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle, and games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Brebeuf Jesuit High School, the site of tonight's high school volleyball match between the Cathedral Irish and the host Brebeuf Jesuit Braves. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers, so pleased you've chosen to spend part of your Wednesday evening with us here on Indiana SRN. And coaches, we're just a few seconds from getting underway. The Irish will have first service. They're 7-8 on the season. Meanwhile, the Braves at 11-5 searching for a win.
This should be an exciting contest. We've been waiting for this all week, Jimmy, and I can't wait to get this thing started.
I remember how excited you were when this matchup got put on the schedule just last month. The time has finally arrived. We mentioned the Irish will start with first service as this counterattack is blocked at the front of the net by Greer Frazier and Delaney Seaman for the first point of the game. Give it to the Braves.
Good way to start off your Brebeuf. You got to get your fans in the game, and that's one of the ways to do it.
The last time we saw the Braves on a broadcast was last week at Chittard. The Braves came out flat in that one and were ousted in a sweep on senior night as that shot is hit wide of the back line. It's out, and another point for the Braves. We had an opportunity to talk to Coach Hawes, and she attributed most of it to just mainly mental miscues and a lack of awareness, being overwhelmed by the senior night crowd and just getting behind early, getting in a funk.
Yeah, and she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. She just wants to worry about this one.
Yeah, I told her before I asked that I knew she probably didn't want to talk about it, but would have been doing a disservice otherwise. The Irish are on the board for the first time tonight on that cross shot right at the middle of the Brebeuf defense.
Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of Casper tonight. She's the junior outside hitter. She is very good for the Cathedral Irish as they score to tie this thing 2-2. This thing's going to be close back and forth, Jimmy. Our audience will have a great time tonight, so get some popcorn and a Coke. It might be a long night.
Lucia Casaro with the ace for the Irish. The junior has her service. Received on the back line. Counter by the Braves, and that is a kill for Sydney Robinson, the freshman that has been so electric throughout this regular season.
If you just join us and you have not joined any of our broadcasts, Brebeuf is probably one of the youngest teams that we have seen all year long. Very disciplined.
The mixture on their roster is dominated by freshmen and sophomores as a kill in front of the net by the Irish makes it 3-3. We mentioned Robinson already. Maddie Siegel, a 5'11 sophomore, dominates on the outside. Nia Gaddis as well,
one of the keys tonight from both coaches is they need to communicate very, very well in this loud gym.
Mallory Dill's service is returned by the Braves. And then action in front of the net leads to the Irish point. They have their first lead of the evening at 4-3. Service continues for Mallory Dills. Braves receive it. Action on the outside. A diving save for Hansen, but she ricocheted into the stands. Tied at 4.
You know, both of these coaches know each other because they played at Cathedral, played together, know each other, went to their weddings, and the anniversary for one of our coaches is tonight. And congratulations to her. Excellent job. This is going to be fun.
Coach Hall is celebrating her anniversary. A full box, almost a chest of roses for her.
Boy, that was a great line right down there by the campfire. And it's 5-4. It's a fast-paced game right now, Jimmy.
Back and forth so far. Easily the most combined points we've seen by two teams in the early goings of a match this season, as that service is sailed by the Braves, ties at 5.
Great crowd on hand. We're expecting a lot more people coming in as a late start at 6:30.
Now these crowds have been good wherever we've gone across central Indiana. No difference here at Brebeuf. Service by Casper, diving on the back line as the Braves. They have one hit to get it across, and that's going to ricochet off the top of the ceiling. Had enough arc underneath it to get over the net, but the ceiling prevented that from happening. Point for the Irish.
Not a low ceiling, but not the highest ceiling we've been in.
Overhand service from Casper, received by the Braves. They'll go outside to Siegel. Her attempted spike is gathered by the Irish, and a violation against Cathedral.
2-hit violation. You know, I was asking the officials, how could you tell that? And it's the spin of the ball. They watch the hand and then the spin of the ball, and if it looks weird, they call the two hit.
It knots us up at 6 as Abby Richmond has her service. That one she hit out. Makes it 7-6. Advantage Irish, and the service for Cathedral belongs to the senior May Hedrick. Received on the back line by the Braves. They'll look to counter. Nice adjustment shot and a solid play that time by Nia Gaddis, the other freshman we mentioned to watch for the Braves.
Gaddis did a nice job of redirecting that ball. Do not be surprised. The record of 7-8 for Cathedral. They play a very tough schedule, folks. That is a very good record compared to who they play and when they play these teams.
That's usually a consistent trend across Cathedral athletics. They love to play as tough a schedule out of conference as possible to lead them up for postseason play. As a nice spike there by Joanna Suppiger.
Well, here's how tough it is. Next week, they play Yorktown and Newcastle.
Most teams in the state don't envy that type of back-to-back. May Hedrick's service after the last point by the Irish. The Braves receive it, and they'll counter. Now the counterattack from the Irish. That spike is through.
Nice.
Powered through a block, ricocheted off the Braves. 9-7, largest lead of the game for the Irish.
Nice job on Dills. She's a freshman for Cathedral.
Cathedral starts a mainly senior-led group, mixed with a couple juniors and sprinkled in with one or two freshmen. They lead 9-7. Braves on this counterattack. Soft touch shot that time by Robinson, the freshman active early for the Braves.
I tell you what, Jimmy, if they leave that area open all night, Brebeuf will just beat the drum and just keep on hitting it right there. That's a tough place to bring that ball back.
Cathedral coaching staff preached to us about the fundamentals being the key to their success and ultimately the key to their losses as well, being lacking in that department at times. Told us not get cute with the play.
Yeah.
Continue to just keep it sound and stay true to the fundamentals.
She kept on saying, they want to be cute. I don't want them to be cute. I just want them to do the fundamentals I tell them.
Jamie Hansen has the service as the Irish now lead by 2 once again, 10-8. That spike is sailed by Robinson. Makes it 11-8. Actually, they'll say that was tipped rather.
Whoa, they said it was a touch.
So it's 10-9.
And now they asked.
Bought one there.
She's coming back and asking the umpire who touched the ball. and the umpire ruled that it was touched. That's a tough break.
Too far away for full clarification, but as the dust settles, Greer Frazier has a serve to the Braves. They trail by 1. A low serve for the ace by Frazier.
And we're tied at 10.
Much like most of the parochial schools in central Indiana, there's always rivalry between these two. Maybe not as prestigious as the likes of Cathedral and Roncalli, but Cathedral and Brebeuf still up there amongst the ranks.
There's a 4 hit.
Coach mentioned 4 hits called on the Braves. Advantage to the Irish, and they'll have the service as they're back to starting point.
And let's just face it, if you're playing Cathedral, you want to beat Cathedral. I mean, Cathedral's the pinnacle of whoever to play an outstanding, and you want to beat them. But Buff's the same way. A lot of people want to. It's just, this is fun competition. As we're tied at 11.
You've been hanging around Brent too much.
Well, Football Weekly's coming up. I'm sure that's what he's going to say. At least, well, I work with him Friday night too, so that should be interesting.
We're tied at 11 after the point by the Braves. Service belongs to Bella Schumacher. Irish counter just missed. Took a wrong bounce on the net for Casper's shot. 12-11 Braves lead.
I think Casper left her feet maybe a little bit too early, Jimmy. Maybe if she waited a second, because that was a great online hit.
Just slightly mistimed it. Service by Schumacher. Counter by the Braves, or by the Irish rather. Braves look to do a counter of their own. Outside action. Irish keep the rally alive. They go to Casper. Spike is down.
Great form and great delivery.
Davia Poitras gives the Braves their largest lead of the night. They are on a 6-2 run, 13-11.
She's made a big difference the last couple of these games. Seniors stepped up and done a nice job of senior leadership.
Schumacher's service will continue. That one rode the far side and just out.
There is actually a line coming into this gymnasium now.
Packed house here at Brebeuf, as would be expected when these two teams go out. And that service does the same thing that Schumacher's did, in that it rides the outside line but just goes the wrong way. So 14-12 Braves, and they'll have the service again. Delaney Seaman, the 5'11 freshman. Overhand serve, received in the back row. They'll go to Casper, and a dig by Richmond. Play in front of the net. Both teams exchange redirect shots. There's a dig by Hansen. They'll go to Casper one more time, and Richmond's there to make a play. Siegel. Now Casper once again, and that's going to just get over. Tough play by the Braves. Casper tried to put it away, and that time she does. They went to her 3 times. 3rd time's the charm. Irish back within 1.
I tell you what, Richmond kept that ball in play not once, not twice, but 3 times, and Casper just keeps on pounding the ball and finally gets paid off.
Now Casper will have the service for the Irish. They tried to run the offense and counterattacks through her in the front of the net. The junior. Overhand jump serve, sailed it. 15-13 Braves.
That's a tough play. She had the right idea. Loft the ball over, just had too much on it.
The service belongs to the libero, Abby Richmond, the 5'6 senior. She receives directions from Coach Hawes. Overhand standing serve. Received by Casper. Spike opportunity is down after a ricochet off the net by Mia Ditto.
And where Richmond was standing, Jimmy, right at the 3-point line extended, if she took a step 2 feet a little bit more, she's right there. She needs to see that and help on that side of the court.
Additionally, a little more communication for the Braves as well. We've seen that lacking at times throughout the year. Service for Mia Finn. Hit on the back row by the Braves. They have one hit to get it over. Richmond won't. Well, will she? That was close on the left side. They'll say it's out. 15 all. Well, it's close from our vantage point. They'll say it's out on the Braves, though, and the junior in Finn continues her service for the Irish. And that's misplayed on the back line by Schumacher.
Yeah.
16-15, Irish regain the lead.
How about this
first set?
This back and forth thing?
It's been a fun rally overall on the scoreboard, making the scoreboard operator work tonight. spin. Sailed it. Tied at 16.
There's the fundamentals you talked about, Jimmy, is if you have the serve, you have to readjust there, and she didn't readjust, and it just went long on her.
Service for Bella Siegel. Counter by the Irish. Overhand shot. (17-16). Irish with the point. Service now for Anna Neal for the Irish. Her overhand service, receive on the back line, play in front of the net. Who's going to win that battle? It'll continue on. Cross-court shot from Robinson is down.
You got to like the play of number 10 of Cathedral. Just did a nice job.
We take another look at the multi-hits that it took the Braves to get that shot over the net a few points ago.
(18-17) Cathedral. This is where you need to take the advantage here.
Jamie Hansen, the senior. Overhand service, goes cross-court with it. Richmond's there to receive it. They'll look to Robinson, soft touch shot. Here come the Irish with a counter. They go to Casper. No surprise there. That's ricocheted once by Siegel. As we've learned, that still would have been in play even though it hit off the basket support. Had the Braves been able to keep it alive.
This is a hard game. You got to play the basket, you got to play the rim, you got to play the tough game to play.
If it's hit over the net and then bounces off any support of the ceiling, it's considered out as it's an advantageous play for the other team. Casper just sailed that one. She sailed a couple, and the lead cut to 1 on that unforced error.
That time Casper looked where she wanted to go and just didn't deliver. Right idea. Want to hit that at the end line.
Greer Frazier, the 6-foot junior, has her service received by Casaro.
Oh,
play in front of the net. Heads up move by Poitras.
Yeah.
We're tied at 19.
That's too easy.
And the Irish want a timeout. 19 all the score in this first set. We'll step away and be right back on Indian SRN. Welcome back to the campus of Brebeuf Jesuit High School. All tied at 19 in this first set of best of 5. Jimmy Cook alongside Coach Keith Myers. So please, you've chosen to spend part of your evening with us here on Indian SRN. And Coach, a back and forth affair between these two parochial rivals.
Great timeout at 19 because now you got your kids refocus and say the game is to 25, let's get there.
Irish try to take advantage of that timeout and do something with it. Action in front of the net. The Braves block it. Casper. That's down. 20-19. Irish 5 points away.
I'm just real impressed with Casper's foot speed and how she adjusts to the ball very quickly.
Service belongs to Lucia Cosaro. Richmond receives that with a soft set. Counterattack by the Braves, received by the Irish. They'll go to Casper again. They've run the offense completely through her, and it pays off again. 21-19.
That was a tough set because it was right at the chest level, so you had to push the ball up, and then you got to get over because it's the third hit.
Cosaro has the Irish 4 points away. Richmond receives it on a bump. And that shot is down from Seaman.
Seaman did a nice job, just reworked it, and everybody was surrounding. And if you notice, Jimmy, everybody went to the opposite side of the net and wanted to play the ball back. Excellent play, 21-20 Cathedral.
Braves still very much alive in this. Bella Schumacher.
Watch it go to the middle back.
Serve it up. She attempted to get it around the middle, but she sailed it. 22-20. Irish 3 points away from taking set number 1.
Little chess game here.
Take a timeout and think about it. Irish by 2 in set 1 on Indian SRN.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indian SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at Indian SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indian SRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. 22-20 advantage Irish. They have the service. Now Regiles, the freshman, does. Braves looking to stay in this first set out of their timeout. Jimmy Cook, Coach Keith Myers, and the timeout, I guess, pays dividends in one way. That service is sailed. Whether or not it had anything to do with the timeout is up to you, the viewer at home. But momentum swing and gets service back for the Braves.
I did a stat one year, 70% of the time you call timeout, you get the ball side out.
Sophie Weber, she'll have her service, and the Irish try to respond. They do indeed as it's tipped. They're 2 points away. The margin for error in this first set closing rapidly for the Braves.
A fast-paced game.
Casper, who's had so many plays in front of the net, has the service. Receiving the back line for the Braves. Play in front of the net. Nice play by Poitras.
Does that have eyes or what, Jimmy? Great play.
Just barely rode the back line.
She's had back-to-back plays. Tell you what, she stepped up.
The libero, Abby Richmond, will serve it for Brebeuf. Casper receives it. Spike opportunity is out, just barely out by Ditto. And we're tied at 23. A race for these final 2 points in set number 1.
Now all you need is 2, and here comes another timeout.
Irish will take a timeout. We're tied at 23. We'll take one as well on Indian SRN.
I think the best thing that our ministry offers is that when the women come in and they are pregnant and they've reached our scan dates, which are 6 weeks, 4 days to 14 weeks, we're able to image them with ultrasound.
Seeing the image on the screen and hearing a heartbeat clarifies that it is truly life and not just a clump of cells.
You know, you can see babies sucking their thumbs. You can see them running their hands over their heads.
It shows them what God is doing on the inside that they don't feel or don't even think is real, but they see a real image of a real baby on the screen.
It just breaks my heart when a woman, no matter what her circumstances are, that she decides to end that intrauterine pregnancy, that she decides that she's better to go on her own without that baby.
Braves bump it into the Cathedral defense. The spike is down. 24-23, set point for the Irish here in set number 1.
We have had 4 balls that have hit right on the line or just inches in. Great job by the officials, great positioning. This is a big-time game, boys.
It's first to 25, win by 2, standard varsity rules, Finn service for set point number 1. Stiegel had an answer. We're tied at 24. Now it's a race for a 2-point lead to close out the set.
Want to say hello to Wes Snyder, one of our sponsors of College Hunks and Movers, tuning in tonight. Thanks, Wes.
Appreciate it, Wes. Maddie Siegel, one of the top players on this Braves team, has the service. Received by the Irish. Awkward play in front of the net. Braves have one hit to get it over. They'll go to Siegel. Now they'll counter the other side. Nice soft touch shot. A bump. Robinson sailed it.
Yeah, didn't set her feet.
Nope. Makes it 25-24 and set point number 2 for the Irish. Anna Neal sent it to the back row. They'll set up Robinson. Soft touch shot. Irish were ready for it. They'll go to Ditto. Robinson's there. They'll set back to Robinson. It ricochets and drops for the point. We're tied at 25.
How can you not love this game of volleyball? 25-25. Hey, stat keeper's back tonight. Debbie Myers is
Great
back.
Debbie Myers in the house.
She's in the house, and so we'll have stats tonight. Thanks, Debbie Myers.
Appreciate that, Debbie. Happy the road to recovery has been a successful one.
Amen.
Nia Gaddis has service for the Braves. Again, it's win by 2, so until you see that 2-point margin by either team, the action will continue. Gaddis, overhand serve, received by Casaro. They'll play in front of the net. Soft touch shot. It's played well. Point for the Irish. 26-25. Back and forth they go. Set point 3 for the Irish. Jamie Hansen, the service. Is to take set 1 in this best of 5. Siegel, Robinson, it's blocked, and the Irish take game 1. 27-25. We'll stay here.
So you look at 27-25, Jimmy. You look at the key of that is momentum and getting things on the fundamental side. Cathedral just went back to fundamentals after the timeout and did a nice job. If all these games go this close, we're going to go 5. But a very good first game. Kind of liked how the movement of this game went. I like the high, fast pace, and I like how the officials are getting them in the game. We're not taking that long time to get the serve going. We'll just go, 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 go.
It was a dominant back-and-forth performance by both teams, but in the end, in set number 1, the Irish take it 27-25. We're going to step out momentarily. When we come back, we will have set number 2 for you in this best of 5 at Brebeuf High School, with the Cathedral Irish leading the Brebeuf Braves 1-0.
Today's fast-moving business world, effectively marketing your company takes hard work, creativity, and the right team. With over 40 years of experience, PIP has been enabling companies large and small to find success in achieving their business objectives. We understand the challenges our clients face. That's why we have a variety of print solutions suited to fit your every need. Whatever your printing request may be, from a quick turnaround on a company brochure for an upcoming trade show, a direct mail piece that needs to be designed, printed, and mailed, to complex marketing projects, PIP is sure to have the right print solution for you. Nothing grabs attention like a well-crafted sign. It can transform virtually any surface into an eye-catching experience, boosting your marketing appeal. From banners, posters, floor graphics, and window decals, to wayfinding and yard signs. We not only help with sign design and getting it installed, we also integrate them into your overall marketing strategy, designed to help you win. PIP also provides best-in-class integrated marketing solutions to help you make the most out of your next campaign. Our approach to marketing ensures that your strategy is seamlessly executed across all media, online and offline, so your business always looks its best. At PIP, we understand it takes a team to achieve business growth, and that's why we're here to help. Get to know PIP and let us make your world a better place.
Welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Braves trailing in this one. The Irish lead the best-of-5 set 1-0. Now let's take a look at some of those stats from set number 1. Debbie Myers back in the saddle, and Coach has those.
Brebeuf had 1 ace, 15 kills, 3 blocks, 10 unforced turnovers. For Cathedral, 3 aces, 14 kills, no blocks, 10 unforced turnovers. Both coaches said they had to eliminate their turnovers. 10-10, not too bad.
You can live with that. You can build on that. Yeah.
Yeah, if it goes 5 games, it's only 50 errors. I can't live with that, but we'll see.
Well, if you're on the winning side, maybe the Irish can.
Yeah, when you're on the winning
be
side,
content with that. Throw them out the door.
That's
but
it.
for the Braves, maybe not so much. Well, Coach, we talked a little bit about it before we went on air, but for the Irish and the Braves, similar sentiment from both their coaches in terms of the struggles this year. Being fundamentally sound was the Irish philosophy, and for the Braves, it was being mentally sound. One of the reasons they struggled against Chichard last week.
Well, I think the mental game was okay with Brebeuf. I think the separation that Cathedral had early, and then you had to come back, and then you had to fight that emotional wave, that's pretty tough at times.
The Braves will have opening serve in this second set. Again, the Irish lead 1-0 in the best-of-5. Irish on a counter strike. It's blocked and ricochets down. 1-0 Irish. They have drawn first blood in each of these first 2 sets. Service belongs to Jamie Hansen, the senior. Cross-court serve. Siegel's there. Play in front of the net. Robinson, it's down.
Tell you what, I like the rotation. Just a little bit different rotation than what we're used to seeing with Brebeuf. And one of the things that she said she was going to do is move her libero around a lot more, and she's done that.
Yeah, you pointed that out off-air, Coach, that a lot of movement was missing from the libero position at Chichard for the Braves. Not so much now. 1-1. Irish make it 2-1 immediately on that spike with authority from Casper.
How about Casper? Can she get up or what?
Can indeed. Casper listed, actually scratch that. The Irish don't list their heights on their official roster sheets. We'll say at least somewhere between 5'10". Play in front of that again. It's another spike for Casper.
This is big points here.
Correction, make that Dills rather on that last spike for the Irish. Play in front of the net now by the Braves, and Casper this time puts it down.
I think you got to call a timeout here. If it gets 5 or 6, you can't give them that much room.
And play in front of the net. That's Anna Treloff on that last point. So 4-1 Irish.
And you love Cathedral's coach. She just keeps on saying, "Come on, just keep on going."
Siegel, that was a tough setup for her, and she sailed it to the far right corner. 5-1 all Irish. Timeout Braves will take one as well. Cathedral rolling in set 2 on Indian SRN.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Coach, the Braves in need of a timeout and some stoppage.
Yeah, you got to settle down. Just have to settle down. So here we go, 5-1.
Lucia Cusaro, service for the Irish out of the Brave timeout. Brebeuf tries to turn success out of that brief stoppage. Soft touch shot by Casper.
Oh, pancake!
And what a pancake that time by Gaddis. Keeps it alive. They'll go to Casper again, and this time no such luck, but what a play and effort by the freshman Nia Gaddis.
You could have quit on that play and make it 6-1. You played that ball. It's still 6-1, but you played it. Impressive.
Coach will love the effort on the film with that play from Gaddis, but doesn't love the current result right now. Casaro serving with a 6-1 lead. Siegel, other ideas in mind, powered through for that kill. A lot of fight in this Braves team. We mentioned 11-5 coming in. They've had their struggles as of late, but for the most part in their full body of work this season, an impressive campaign.
Yeah, they've had a great year, and you're still in this thing.
Sophie Weber, her service, received on the back line by the Irish. Siegel. Sorrow just got the lower end of that on the set. Slightly misplayed, and the Braves are back within 3.
Might if you took a step backwards, maybe you hit your different in your platform, you bunt the ball up instead of trying to hit the ball straight up.
Weber continues service for Brebeuf. Casper receives that one. They go right side on the shot from Dills. Now they'll go to Siegel. They love to run the offense through her. The Irish respond in one hit. They'll go back to Siegel again with the Braves. Ricocheted off the net. Tough play. And then an answer by Poitras. Two-handed set shot down make that 6-4. Braves within 2.
And she knew they were playing on the net, so she went to the 10-foot mark to get that point. Smart play.
Weber. Irish receive it. They set up Dills. The spike. Nice dig. One bump over the net. They'll go to Casper this time. She puts it away. Scratch that. Treeloff.
Good free ball. You know, Jimmy, once again, we've seen, 20 games or so this year. You get that free ball up on that second hit, and teams just look like they're going to kill it, and all the time, good success there.
Anna Treeloff with the kill, 7-4 Irish. Braves looking for a response. Running cross body shot by Poitras. Treeloff that time, it's blocked. Braves back within 2.
A little bit of authority there.
Yeah, so much emotion on the faces of both teams when a kill is recorded in this back and forth affair. Abby Richmond, the 5'6 senior, and the libero with the service. Soft touch shot by Treeloff. Siegel down off the ricochet from Casaro. Could not play it in time. Braves back within 1.
You know, when you get that ball that deep, that's hard to bring back up. And they just killed the ball that time. Nice job. Now you're within 1.
Trailed by as many as 5.
I like this little delay here, this timeout. This helps Cathedral a little bit. Tie my shoe. Kind of like that.
Regroup a little bit mentally. Richmond service to Casaro. Slightly misplayed it, but a good effort that time to keep it alive by Treeloff. Braves will have to answer. Who do they go to? Of course, it's Siegel. And that one almost rode the back line. 8-7 Irish.
I think Brebeuf was looking for a touch there, and everybody just stepped away from it. Nice job.
They'll go for serve action. The junior, Sarah Casper. Left her mark on this game throughout. Overhand shot. Oh! Nice dig by Schumacher. They'll go to Siegel. Soft lob shot. Diving for it is Casaro. Treeloff hits it out. Had an angle on it. She thought she got the kill, but just to the right of the mark. Braves down 1 now.
How about Brebeuf is just picking on their libero. You got to make some plays.
They're making the junior and Casaro work for it all. Siegel hits to Casaro. Once again, they target her. Treeloff blocked. Tied at 8. Coach Hall is loving it.
You know, once you see that, you just go right back at it and make her successful. They're going to go right back to her.
The sophomore and Siegel. Nope. They tried to go to her, but instead it's Casper. Play in front of the net. Soft touch shot. Siegel died for it. One hit to get it over. Robinson, not a bad playmaker to have involved. Counterattack. Ditto. Nice play by Richmond. Robinson. Irish counter. Slightly misplayed, but a good effort to read that by Ditto. Back and forth, the rally continues. Robinson one more time. That'll ricochet off the ceiling. The Irish can still play it. Cross body shot. Richmond keeps it alive. Robinson again. That one sailed Irish win the rally and regain the lead.
Cathedral might have got away with 4 hits because I think that ball was deflected, and then they hit the ball without a block. Really close, but the official's right there. It's a tough call.
Mia Finn, the junior, serving for the Irish. They lead by 1, lead this match 1-0. That service in the net, tie us at 9. Subs for both teams. Lenny Seaman back in for the Braves.
Well, you like Gaddis here serving.
Nia Gaddis, the 5'8 freshman, one of those impact underclassmen, along with Siegel and Robinson. Irish get it over the net. Seaman slightly misplayed that, but Richmond's there to recover. Diving play by Casaro. Ditto hits it over the head of Richmond. 10-9 Irish.
Yeah, that's Richmond probably realized midway through, that's over my head, that's got to be out, and she just touched the ball. That's a tough play. Richmond's going to try to put every ball in play, though.
Love the effort. Sometimes, though, you got to, like Coach said, mentally be aware of that. That soft touch to guide the ball by Greer Frazier. Hits the left corner. Tied at 10. Frazier will now have the service. She had a couple nice cross-body shots in that Chittard game. Serves to the Irish, and that's an ace. Misplayed on the bad platform by Casper. 11-10. Braves their first lead of this second set. Timeout taken by the Irish on Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Welcome back to the campus of Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Irish lead this best-of-5 set 1-0, but in set number 2, the Braves on top 11-10 after trailing as big a gap as 5-1. They've gotten themselves back into this, have the lead. Irish decide to take a timeout, and service continues for the 6-foot junior, Greer Frazier for Brebeuf.
We would encourage you, if you know volleyball schedule, you know your local high school, you got to go out and support your local high school. This is great games.
Casaro slightly misplayed on the back line. 12-10, as Coach you mentioned, they continue to target the libero of the Irish.
And you saw Richmond into play. She's not even in play. She's cheering her team on, pushing them through.
Frazier, overhand serve. They once again try to play Casaro. Ditto's there to return it. Casper could not get all that on the bump. Decided to bump it with how low it was to her hip. 4 hits, 13-10. Braves suddenly their largest lead of the night.
And that's the only thing that Casper could do.
Frazier, overhand serve. Casaro let it play. Decided not to try and make a play on that one. It goes out. Irish dodge one there. 13-11.
Look at both coaches, Jimmy. I mean, both coaches are smiling, encouraging.
No negativity throughout the locker rooms of either of these teams. Hansen. Service received by Robinson. Make that Seaman, rather. Play in front of the net. And violation against the Irish, point for the Braves. 14-11. Braves now match their largest lead of the night.
Now the officials are going to discuss the call and see if he was accurate. That's a 10-foot attack, and they're going to replay it. Yep.
So the officials have a dialogue about it. They say replay.
That's a good call because he was sure, then he wanted to make sure. The line judge down here, or down official, told him he should replay it. They replay it.
So they'll wipe off the point, so it stays 13-11. Hansen, a second chance on the service. Play in front of the net. Braves, one hit to get it over. Robinson will do that. Irish counter. Shot that goes out. Attempted by Casper. 14-11. That score now back where it initially was.
Now, if you're Brebeuf, you're pretty happy because now you're lead 14-11.
Yep, you're back where you were. Got to be content with it. Had to earn it the hard way. And Bella Schumacher has the service for the Braves. Irish set up Casper. Well played.
Wow. What a hit.
Just too fast for Richmond to be there for it, unless she got it exactly right and she guessed slightly wrong. 14-12. Irish back within 2. Lucia Casaro, who's been targeted many a time tonight by the Braves' attack, has the service. They'll set up Seaman. It's blocked. Siegel forcing the issue. Irish. Kreloff. It's blocked. Violation against the Irish. 4 hits, point for the Braves. They'll lead once again now at 3, 15-12.
It's a race to 10 for Brebeuf.
Sophie Weber, the 5'9 junior. That's received by Hansen. Play in front of the net. Siegel blocked. Good reflexes by the Braves. Overhand shot by Schumacher. Diving in to make that play was Hansen. Cross shot. Richmond's there. Siegel again. Casaro makes the play, but she redirected it into the net. Irish could not react in time. Braves' largest lead of the night has grown to 4, 16-12.
And if you're home and you're a libero, maybe you want to put that up and set the back row instead of trying to go to the front row.
Weber. Hansen gathers it for the Irish. Played it almost too far in front of the net, and a net violation called against the Braves. Irish dodge one there. It's now 16-13.
Gaddis was a little bit too far, made contact with the net.
May Hedrick has Mallory Dills service for the Irish. On the counterattack, it's Siegel. She's hyped. It's 17-13. Matches the largest lead of the evening.
Now all you have to do is match the intensity of your opponent.
If they do that, the Braves will be well on their way to tying this up at 1 set apiece. Action in front of the net, blocked, but it ricocheted out off of the Braves. Point for the Irish. They're back within 3. Hansen checks out. Mia Ditto back in for the Irish. Mallory Dills serves up. Back on the Braves receive it. They go to Siegel. They will. That's ricocheted for the kill. Power all over for Maddie Siegel.
Now Siegel wants the ball. She gets the ball. She wants the ball. Let's go.
She'll now have service for the Braves. They're 7 points away from tying us up at 1 set apiece. That one's in the net. Misplayed it slightly.
Maybe a little bit higher on the toss.
So the Irish dodge a bullet there. Back within 3.
If you're the Irish, you like your front row here.
They played well so far tonight. Mia Finn. That is just out. Savvy play by the senior, Abby Richmond. Didn't try to make a play on it. Let it go. Rolled the dice, and the rewards were reaped.
And she smiled like, I did something right.
Nia Gaddis. Overhand serve. Receiving the back line of the Irish. Soft touch shot. Well played by Mia Ditto. Brings Cathedral back within 3. Braves lead 19-16. The Irish lead the set count 1-0. Anna Neal hits the back row of the Irish. Siegel took a nice bounce off the net for her to keep it in play. Soft shot from Suppiger. Siegel a bump and tried to lead Robinson, but took a bad angle on it.
Yeah, too far.
The Irish scored their last 2 on unforced errors. Back within 2.
Now you just have to stop the bleeding, so to speak.
Neal. Service, counterattack, Seaman blocked. Back within 1 are the Irish.
Nice comeback here by Cathedral.
Brebeuf. Coach Hawes looks content to let this ride right now. Have her team grow from it. Irish a point away from tying it. Braves have other ideas in mind. And they will get the lead extended back to 2.
That antenna gets in the way a lot, Jimmy.
Why don't they take that thing down?
No.
I was just kidding.
I won a lot of games because of that antenna.
Greer Frazier. Service leads to an ace. Irish unable to get it over. Braves 4 points away from knotting us up in 1 set apiece.
And look at Richmond right there encouraging me in the front line. This is where we're going, boys. Nice job, girls.
Frazier. Casaro receives it. Play in front of the net. Well-timed shot by Ditto. Cross court with it. They're back within 2.
How about Ditto changing her direction? Well, Mrs. Myers thinks this may go 27-25 again, Jimmy, so hang on.
It's not a bad guess. Must have taken the over. Hansen. Overhand serve. Braves. Casaro's there. That time she makes the play. Shot by Casper. Down 4 to the Irish, back within 1.
When Cathedral needs a point, where are they going? Casper.
They've gone to Casper many a time. They've utilized Treeloff a couple times as well. Throw Dills in there for good measure. That whole front row, really. Service from Hansen. Cross court shot by Poitras. Irish stay true with it. It's blocked. Kept alive with one more hit to get it over the net. And they do with a soft set. Spike is down. Casper heads up play. Tied at 21.
She just waited for the ball to loft.
Perfectly timed.
No timeout here. This is a nice move. Trust your players.
Race to 4. Irish have scored the last 3. Hansen service to get in the lead for the first time since the early stages. They will. It's an ace. And now the Braves will use that timeout. 22-21. Irish take the lead for the first time since the early goings of this game on Indian SRN.
If you find yourself confronted by unwanted pests in your home or office, then you need to contact the professionals at Kim Mountain Pest Control. We offer quality pest control solutions at an affordable price. We specialize in ants and termites. We're also available to handle a variety of other pests, including roaches, fleas, and flying insects, as well as rats and mice. Don't wait until pests cause severe damage to your home or property. Contact the team of experts at Kim Mountain Pest Control today.
Welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. A turn of events in this second set. The Braves led 21-18. The Irish have scored the last 4. Timeout taken by Brebeuf. Coach Hall is still all smiles as the energy is still strong for this Braves home match, but they're in some deep water right now. Irish lead it 1-0 and are in control right now, potentially taking a commanding 2-0 lead. Seaman other intentions. Irish try to counter, soft play. Seaman's there to keep it alive, and then beautiful orchestration by Joanna Suppiger. Finds the open area, the far right corner. No one was there. Irish largest lead of this set, 2 points away from stealing one over the Braves.
Got to realize the ball was in the front row. You got to take 2 steps back to bring that back up. Just failed to communicate.
Jamie Hansen. Irish have scored the last 5. Braves trying to silence this. Robinson. Good play by Hansen to keep it alive. One hit to get it over. Diving in is Siegel. Irish look to counter. They'll go back. It's blocked. No, they'll say it ricochets in. Powered through the block, rather. 24-21. Set point, number 1 for the Irish. They have scored the last 6 after trailing 21-18. Hansen to Seaman. It rode the far left corner. Keeps the Braves alive.
Good shot there, Riley. Nice shot indeed. Man.
So it'll all reside in Bella Schumacher's hands. Their service has to be perfect the rest of the way. Irish receive it. This for the set. It's down. Casper finds the far right side. 25-22 Irish. They take set 2, and they lead 2-0 in this best of 5. Stay with us. We'll be back after this for what could be a deciding set 3 on Indian SRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
A lot better than 7 and 8.
Yep.
Today's games brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave and his crew has provided 27 years of software needs. Give them a call. Shin Technology Service Corporation. You may reach him by phone at 317-545-3650 or shintechnology.com. For more information, contact Dave, 317-545-3650.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but
Today's fast-moving business world, effectively marketing your company takes hard work, creativity, and the right team. With over 40 years of experience, PIP has been enabling companies large and small to find success in achieving their business objectives. We understand the challenges our clients face. That's why we have a variety of print solutions suited to fit your every need. Whatever your printing request may be, from a quick turnaround on a company brochure for an upcoming trade show, a direct mail piece that needs to be designed, printed, and mailed, to complex marketing projects, PIP is sure to have the right print solution for you. Nothing grabs attention like a well-crafted sign. It can transform virtually any surface into an eye-catching experience, boosting your marketing appeal. From banners, posters, floor graphics, and window decals, to wayfinding and yard signs. We not only help with sign design and getting it installed, we also integrate them into your overall marketing strategy, designed to help you win. PIP also provides best-in-class integrated marketing solutions to help you make the most out of your next campaign. Our approach to marketing ensures that your strategy is seamlessly executed across all media, online and offline, so your business always looks its best. At PIP, we understand it takes a team to achieve business growth, and that's why we're here to help. Get to know PIP and let us make your world a better place.
welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. The Cathedral Irish on top of the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves. 2-0 as we have a second. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule here on Indian SRN, but most importantly, a big volleyball tilt tomorrow night.
Thursday night is volleyball night. Chatard taking on Heritage Christian at Heritage Christian. Game time 7 o'clock. We'll go on the around 6:55 or so. It's the stats for game number 2. 3 total aces on the night for Brebeuf. 27 kills, 12 that game. 6 blocks, 3 that they turned over the ball 7 times total, 17. For Cathedral, 4 aces on the night, 33 kills, 18 blocks, 17 turnovers. They're tied in forced turnovers.
Mia Finn has first service of this third set. This for the Irish, and that's sailed. So for the first time in these 3 sets, the Irish failed to draw first blood. That belongs to the Braves. Greer Frazier leads off their serving department, and she does the same thing, different spot of the court, but sails her serve. We're tied at 1. Unforced errors score both these opening points. In set number 3, Anna Neal serves for the Irish. The senior received by Siegel, but she misplayed it slightly. Good serve for the ace. 2-1 Cathedral.
You know, if you're Brebeuf, you need to have a great start. 2-1 is not the start you want.
Nope. And Neal. Siegel's there. Play in front of the net. Robinson out. 3-1 Irish. Well, Coach, we talked about it off air, but the big question with any team, not just Brebeuf, but any team in this situation, when you're down 2-0, either you have 1 foot out the door or you have both feet in the gym. Brave counterattack. Blocked. Irish thought they had it. Braves keep it alive. Robinson, nice play. Cathedral to counter. A shot by Suppiger. Now play in front of the net. Both teams will look for a strike of their own. Seaman's shot is blocked. Richmond bumps. Robinson, soft touch shot. Well played. Irish answer. Will they get it over? They will.
How in the world did she do that? Nope.
Will not.
4 hits.
So 4 hits on Cathedral. 3-2, Braves then 1. Irish coaching staff unhappy with that one.
Well, he called it out because it hit the antenna, and he said, I saw it. She was looking for the line judge to make the call. He made the call because he saw it right in front of him. Good officiating.
Schumacher serves to the back line of the Irish. Their counterattack. Dills blocked. Casaro, they got 1 hit to get it over. Soft touch shot. Braves were there. Seaman. Hedrick. Ditto shot is powered through. 4-2 Irish.
That ball definitely had some eyes. She redirected that ball. But Ruff's there. They just can't get back up and play.
Critical juncture for the Braves as the Irish have squeaked by these last 2 sets to lead 2-0 in this best of 5. Play in front of the net. Easily done by the Irish. 5-2.
You can't press yourself. You got to relax and just play like you did game 1 and game 2. As someone lost a hairnet or a hair bow.
Headband?
That is definitely not mine. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
I knew you guys were going to say it, so I said it for
That's
myself.
all right. Seared into the skid, right?
Yes, sir.
Jimmy Hansen has the service with the Irish leading by 3. Braves on the counterattack. Siegel, the spike, took a hard bounce off the net. Irish will counter. Casper, yep. 6-2.
Now when do you call the timeout? Do you call it at 7, 8? You don't call it now at 6.
I think you almost judge it by body language. If the body language isn't there, I'd almost let him play through it. Overhand shot by Seaman. Hansen gets it over on the bump.
Good.
Play in front of the net. Poitras. The Irish on the counter. Richmond's there to keep it alive. They'll try to set up Siegel. She wanted the spike, but had to redirect for just a simple overhand shot. Play in front of the net. Good block by Poitras. 1 shot to get it over. It's Casper. Running in to make the play was Gaddis. Siegel to the back row. Play in front of the net. 1 bump by Casaro. Richmond keeps it alive. Poitras redirects it. And a misplayed return by the Irish gives the Braves the point.
Thought Dill should have went to the net. She was right there, just overshot the ball.
Sophie Weber has the service for the Braves. They're trailed by 3. Casper had to reposition her body for that shot. Does get it over. Siegel right at Casaro for the kill.
Casaro has played much better game 2 and game 3. They're still going at her, Jimmy. You know, that works. Keep working at it.
They cut the deficit to 2. Irish lead 6-4. Weber's service. Received by Hansen. Action in front of the net. Casper got it again.
Wow. There's just no stopping that. I don't know how you stop that hit. That's great volleyball.
The only thought would be, trying to block it in front of the net, but the way she's making that, she's not doing it directly in front of the net.
Right.
She's almost close to the 10-foot line.
Exactly.
When she goes up for those plays. 7-4, Irish lead back to 3. Service from Casaro. 1 more bump for the Braves to get it over. They do. They'll go back. This time to Dills. Point for the Irish. 8-4, largest lead of this set for Cathedral. Casaro hits it to the back line. It's misplayed. Running into each other was Weber and Schumacher. Neither one of them knew who hit it, and they didn't want to risk a 2-hit violation. The point is for the Irish, rather. Now the Braves need a timeout. 9-4 Cathedral in this critical set 3 on Indian SRN. Welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Irish on top of the Braves 9-4, and they lead the match 2-0. While we have a second, let's take a look at our Friday night football schedule on Indiana SRN.
Heritage Christian at Covenant Christian, Chittard at Guerin Catholic, Southport Bloomington South, Pendleton Heights at Mount Vernon, Beech Grove at Morovia, all on Indiana SRN. Football Weekly begin at 5:50. Kickoff at 7.
Siegel's spike leads to a kill as Casaro went in for the dig but just misplayed it. Hard to believe the season is almost halfway through.
We're in week 6.
Wild. Wild to think about. The competition continues to grow each week underneath the lights of Friday Night Football. Hope you'll join us somewhere on our Indiana SRN family of networks. Back here at Brebeuf as Siegel. That's Maddie Siegel, the 5'11 sophomore, one of our players to watch for, has scored the last 2 points for the Braves.
Well, we're talking city tournament at the first week of October, and then we're talking the second week of October is sectional for volleyball.
Hard to believe. Soft touch shot by Dills. Siegel again, that's blocked. Good play in front of the net by the Irish. Not much they could do there. 10-6 Cathedral lead back to 4.
And just to finish that thought, check out our website. We will have sectional play on Indiana SRN for volleyball.
Great time to be a fan of high school athletics. Even better time to enjoy it on Indiana SRN. Irish tried their best to keep that alive, but the Braves win the point. They trail 10-7 now. Coach, of course, if one of our listeners wants to get involved in some way with Indiana SRN, how would they go about doing that?
Just contact us at coach@indianasrn.org.
Help support us, as Coach mentions. Any amount towards Indiana SRN goes straight back into these broadcasts and these end-all message goal of promoting these young student athletes. Point for the Irish, 11-7, lead back to 4. The player that's made a big impact for the Irish so far, Sarah Casper, the junior, has the service. Received by the Braves. Robinson.
Nice.
The spike is just down on the right side, says the line judge.
Freshman. She's a freshman, folks.
Hard to believe. Robinson has jump out of the gym like verticals.
Unbelievable young talent in the state of Indiana for volleyball.
Her fellow freshman phenom, Nia Gaddis, has the service for the Braves. Irish counterattack. Tough dig by Richmond.
Good job, Richmond.
Seaman, shot is partially blocked. Irish can't make a play on it. And it's a 2-0 run by the Braves. They're back within 2.
Nice little rally here.
Must-win set for Brebeuf. They trail 2-0 in this best of 5. Gaddis right to Casaro. Play in front of the net. Blocked by the Braves. Nice fake by the Irish. And Treloff puts it away on the soft touch shot. 12-9, Cathedral by 3. Mia Finn, the junior, will now take serving duties for Cathedral. I mentioned the Irish come in 7-8, but that's primarily due to their tough strength of schedule. Play in front of the net. That's blocked. Good play by Robinson. 12-10, Braves not going away.
Robinson 2 times in a row now has won the net. Look at the eyes. Brebeuf is not done.
Greer Frazier, the junior, serves it up. Right to Casaro. They go to Ditto. That's down. 13-10 Irish. Well, you're right, Coach. The Braves aren't quitting in this one, and regardless of which way this match goes or even this set goes, they have not laid down. They continue to show the fight.
That's exactly right.
Anna Neal, service to the back line. Play in front of the net. Robinson sailed it. You could tell when she took off and the place her hand was that she was trying to guide that ball and it was going to sail.
You look at both of these teams' schedule. Oh, it's tough.
Yep. Don't envy the coaching staffs on either of these benches. Brave shot. Ricochets to the net. The Irish lead is back at 4. Ditto has it blocked. Casaro a play. Soft set that time by the Irish. And nobody's there to make a play. A miscommunication by the Braves. Largest lead of the set for the Irish, 15-10. And the Braves need a timeout. Irish 10 points away from completing the sweep on Indiana SRN.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at Indiana SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome back to the campus of Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. 15-10 the score. The Irish on top of the Braves in this third set out of this Brebeuf timeout. Cathedral 10 points away from completing a sweep as they lead 2-0. Service, a counterattack. Poitras cross body shot is blocked. To go the other way, Robinson, soft touch shot in front of the net. Neal's there. Play in front of the net continues, and that one-handed bump by Suppiger floats out. Point for the Braves.
You know, every single time you think Brebeuf is done, here they come again.
Yep. No quit there tonight. 15-11. Schumacher service. Action in front of the net. Coming in for that play was Ditto. Gaddis sets up Seaman. The Irish counter. They go to Ditto again, and that one's down for the kill. 16-11.
That might be the hardest hit she's had all night.
Had a lot of velocity underneath it. She set the Irish up in solid position. They're 9 points away. Jamie Hansen, the senior, serving for the Irish. Tough dig by the Braves. Poitras makes a play. Irish respond though. Casper powered through. Nice reflexes by Siegel. Now she'll work an overhand shot in front of the net. Freeloff. And that's going to be a violation against the Braves. Point for Cathedral. 17-11. Matching the largest lead of the game. The match rather for the Irish. Lead is 6. They're 8 points away. Jansen. Played by Seaman. Siegel. Pissarro digs in. Dills gets the kill on that misplayed return shot by the Braves. 18-11.
Gotta love the rotation of Brebeuf. Just couldn't finish it. Ball's come back too strong.
The pendulum and the momentum on the side of the Irish right now. Braves looking for answers. Poitras tried to force the issue. Braves look to answer once again. Seaman blocked. Front line that time of Suppiger and Casper. Suppiger with the block. 19-11. 6 points remain for an Irish sweep.
She timed that ball just perfectly here.
Katie Barthel, the freshman, coming into the ball game for the Irish for his final 6 points.
When you got a young freshman coming off the bench, let's see what she's got here.
Siegel keeps the Braves in it on the counterattack. 19-12. Irish lead down to 7. Room for error is still there for Brebeuf, but that window continues to shrink the further we get into this one.
Nice.
Pissarro had to dive low for it. Hansen the overhand shot. They go to Siegel to the Braves. It's partially blocked. Irish keep it alive. Braves counter. Tried to catch the Irish off guard. They'll go to Siegel one more time. Powered through. 19-13. A lot of emotion there by the sophomore.
Tell you what, the sophomore's just taking it in their own hands. Nice play.
She's done that time and time again for the Braves this season. Sophie Weber, overhand serve. Hansen receives it. Running to make that play. My goodness. Sarah Casper again. Nope. Excuse me, correction. Make that Joanna Suppiger there.
Yeah. They almost look like.
The ponytail.
There you go. Threw it off. That's why you knew me. My
no, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Suppiger there. That whole front line of Suppiger, Casper, and Dills continue to make plays for Cathedral. The Braves, meanwhile, making plays of their own. They've cut this to 6. 20-14.
Now it's a race to 5. Because if 5 more, Cathedral's winning.
Richmond, overhand service. Receiving the back line. The Irish. Dills.
Good.
Braves keep it alive. Siegel sailed it to the right. Just a tad too much on it. 21-14. Irish 4 points away. Mallory Dills serving for the Irish. Goes to the back line. Running cross body shot is sailed by Frazier. 22-14. Excuse me, they'll say that was last touched by the Irish. Make it 21-15. Or is everybody confused? Was I right the first time? Discussion's going on now on the scorer's table.
Ball was touched. Okay. Line judge said the ball was touched.
21-15. One of the officials, no, we don't go after him, and I'm not going after him, but one of the officials said that was a point for the Irish.
Yes.
I don't know who overruled who. Siegel's service. Diving for it was Casara, but she set up spike time for the Braves. They're back within 5, 21-16.
And if you're Brebeuf, you don't care. You just want the ball. You just want to score.
If you're the Braves, you're fine with it. But Irish rightfully a little frustrated. Of course, a tougher team than to get flustered by that one call. Service by Siegel. Play in front of the net. Richmond's there to keep it alive. They'll set up Robinson. She powered through.
I tell you what, Robinson Siegel has played really, really well tonight. You got to feel really good about how you've done that. Scoreboard may not see it, maybe not a win or a loss, but boy, you watch this again, you got to watch the rotation and everything. You're looking at a 3A school playing a 4A school. That's pretty awesome.
Siegel service. Irish on the return.
Oh, got her.
And a net violation. The freshman played it into the net.
Big freshman mistake. She'll learn. Let the ball play you. Don't play the ball. No, other way around. You play the ball.
Don't let it play you. Siegel. Service. Freshman had it blocked. Soft set shot by the Irish is sailed. Point for the Irish, they'll say. The officials once again miscommunicate, but they correct themselves quickly this time. They say it was touched by the Braves. 22-18. The freshman Katie Barthel serving for the Irish. She just got that in. The back line of Richmond and company decided to let that go. The arc on it looked like it was sailing, and it just died at the back line.
I don't know how that got in.
23-18. Barthel continues. That one's played by Richmond. Didn't even think twice about it. Robinson spike. Casaro's there. Action in front of the net. And into the net is Treloff on that spike. 23-19.
Jumped a little too soon.
Just a tad. Nisha Gaddis serving for the Braves. Cross shot by the Irish, blocked and ricocheted by the front line of Brebeuf. They're back within 3, 23-20.
You got to play every ball, Jimmy. You cannot take a play off.
Braves taking advantage of the opportunity. Gaddis gets to the back line. Play in front of the net. Soft touch shot. Play in front of the net by the Braves. They're outmatching them right now.
Guess who they put in?
Casper.
Yes. I've had enough.
Go back to the big guns. Casper immediately involved with the bump there. They'll go to Ditto. That's out. 23-22. Braves within 1, and they're on the verge of potentially stealing a set here. Gaddis service continues. Casaro plays it. They'll go to Ditto. Soft touch shot. Braves on the counter to tie the set. She does. Robinson tied at 23.
What a roll.
And the Irish ask if they have a timeout. They do. We'll stay here. 23 all. A different Braves team over these last 6 points.
And you know what it is the communication is much, much better. And all of a sudden, here comes Brebeuf. Did a nice job of just getting everybody in the flow of the game. I tell you what, Siegel and Robinson has made a nice difference in that front row.
From the Irish huddle right now, you're up 2-0. But what is the message being preached?
You have played 2 outstanding games. Do not let this slide by your hands. We are better than this. And then you smile and you get it done.
On the Braves side, coming back as close as you are.
We're down 2-0. We win this one, we're going to win it. And let's go. All positive, nothing negative, all positive. And I tell you what, you got to like Brebeuf's huddle because they come out hitting each other, slapping each other.
Yeah, if I'm the Irish, I want to put them away now. Don't play around with this in another set. The Braves, of course, in control of their own destiny right now as Gaddis continues her service. They trailed at one point 15-10. They're all knotted up at 23. Casper makes the play. The spike, Richmond able to keep it alive. Play in front of the net now. Soft set shot. Braves counter, Seaman. They work it. That shot is sailed by the Irish. The Braves take the lead, and they can steal the set here.
Incredible.
They've outscored the Irish 14-9. 14-8, rather. Service by Gaddis. Irish, the counter. It's ricocheted by the Braves. That was going out. Had it not been touched, They're tied at 24.
Good call, Jimmy. Nice job. Good camera angle. Nice shot.
So now, Irish serving time. Mia Finn, the junior. It's a race for a 2-point margin of victory, and that's in the net. Unforced error by the junior.
How about what Coach said from Cathedral is we don't want to look pretty. We just want to do fundamentals.
Yep. So now the Braves serving for the set, and the Irish will use a timeout.
And you use this timeout. She's got the ball. The official's ready to put that in play. You call that timeout right away. Now you're going to think about it. You're down. You go 1 point away to make this a 26-24 game.
We'll stay here for now. Coach, mentally speaking, how do you stay and keep your chin up if you're Cathedral right now?
Your coach has got to motivate you. And you hopefully by this time and this level of volleyball, you have the motivation to push you through this. There's going to be some tough plays through life. This is a life lesson here. Not everything's going to go your way. Everything's going to go smooth one day, and then something's going to happen. You got to adjust. This is it. That's why I love sports in high school. It's the extension of the classroom and an extension of life. Service
for the set belongs to Greer Frazier. Irish lead 2-0 to force a game 4. Pissarro the play. Action in front of the net. Ditto, the spike. It's through. Slightly misplayed by Siegel. So now knotted at 25. Again, margin of victory is 2 at the varsity level.
And Brebeuf has done this without any timeouts with this run.
They've let him play on. Neal's service. Siegel's there. The Braves have enough left in them. That's played. Adjustment shot. Brebeuf looks to counter. Robinson. That's ricocheted. Point for the Braves. 26-25. Set point 2 for Brebeuf.
And they have done this. Brebeuf has done this all while Casper has been in the back row. Pretty impressive.
Yep. Give credit where credit is due for Brebeuf. Bella Schumacher. Casper on the bump. A look to set up. Ditto, it's down again. 26-all. And now you rotate, and Casper will be back in the front row, it looks like. Interested to see if they try to utilize her here. All knotted at 26. Jamie Hansen, the senior, serving for the Irish. Got a win by 2. Braves on the counter. Well played by Poitras. One player on an island. It was Jamie Hansen. He had one shot at it, slightly misplayed it. Braves again, set point 3.
I think this was worth $6 to come watch volleyball tonight.
I'd say so. Weber. Jansen. They set up a shot that's long. The Braves steal it. 28-26. There will be a 4th set. Brebeuf staves off a sweep. We'll have set 4 after this on Indian SRN.
I think the best thing that our ministry offers is that when the women come in and they are pregnant and they've reached our scan dates, which are 6 weeks, 4 days to 14 weeks, we're able to image them with ultrasound.
Seeing the image on the screen and hearing a heartbeat clarifies that it is truly life and not just a clump of cells.
You can see babies sucking their thumbs. You can see them running their hands over their heads.
It shows them what God is doing on the inside that they don't feel or don't even think is real, but they see a real image of a real baby on the screen.
It just breaks my heart when a woman, no matter what her circumstances are, that she decides to end that intrauterine pregnancy, that she decides that she's better to go on her own without that baby.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Not a sweep in the custodial duties tonight. The Irish fall in that 3rd set. The Braves a stunning rally, trailing as far as 15-10. They win at 28-26 to put the match scoring at 2-1 in favor of the Irish. Speaking of which, let's take a look at stats from last game and stats for the match. It's the coach, Keith Myers.
Total aces on the night, 3 for Brebeuf, none in that game. In the kills, 17 kills, 44 on the night, 6 blocks, 9 on the night. Here's the turnover. They cut their turnovers from 10 to 7 to 6 that game, 23 on the night. For Cathedral, 3 aces, 7 on the night, 17 kills, 50 on the night, 4 blocks, 12 on the night, and this is where they got hurt. They had 9 turnovers, and 9 of those came in late, 26 on the night. And, as Cathedral's coach said, we do not want to look pretty. We just need to play fundamental. And I think they tried to look pretty when it was 15.
That, and we won't dive too much into it, so we don't want to make a large-scale habit of it. But, Coach, the momentum changed. It was around 21-15, and then the Irish had been given a point by the match officials to make it 22-15, I believe. They then conference overturned that call, made it 22-16, or 21-16 rather, and from that point, the wheels started to slightly fall off for the Irish, and the Braves saw a door open of opportunity. They took advantage of it, they walked through it, and they're able to force a 4th game. That being said, the Irish had their chances in that back and forth race when they were tied at 25.
And I think they stood a little bit flat-footed
Yep.
late in that game too, Jimmy.
Yep, I would agree. So the Braves, an extra opportunity in this 4th set. They trail 2-1. Opening service by Frazier. Frazier now with a soft set shot. Irish to counter. At force with authority by Ditto. 1-0 Irish. They've scored first in 3 of these 4 sets.
I find it very interesting. Both teams left the floor after that game. Usually Brebeuf leaves the floor as we've seen custom, but Cathedral left the floor that time as well.
I'll tell you one thing I don't expect to happen, and no disrespect whatsoever to any of the players on either roster, as that shot is sailed by Robinson, but I would doubt that the Irish coaching staff are going to go as deep into the bench as they did last game.
Good point.
That seemed to mess up the rhythm of the rotation as they were up big in set 3.
Look at that play.
Kept it alive, did Poitras. They go to Casper with authority. And it's a kill. Siegel tried to go in for it. Her dig failed as it went straight into the net. 3-0 Irish, and they're going 100 miles a minute right now out of the gate in this 4th set.
And at this point, if you're a player on the floor, your heart is beating so fast.
Hansen. That's almost an ace. Good diving effort by Richmond. Siegel. A kill for her as Hansen had that into the net. On the return. 3-1. Irish lead down to 2. Bella Schumacher, the 5'8 junior, has the serving duties for Brebeuf. Overhand serve. One shot to get it over. Hansen does. Counterattack by the Braves. They go to Siegel. Powered high off the block. Now the counter. Casper. Golden. 4-1. I'll tell you this much. Casper's speed on the spike rivals that of Siegel's when she's at her best and rivals that of Raven Colvin over at Heritage Christian.
Good point.
Again,
and they're all underclassmen.
Yeah, it's all underclassmen. Truly unbelievable. Siegel tried to answer with one of her own. That's partially blocked. Irish. Helps when you have other players that can do it too. And a Treeloft that time on the spike. 5-1 Cathedral.
And of all the games we have done this year, all these rosters are really loaded with underclassmen. Yep. There's a few seniors thrown in, but it's an underclassmen league this year.
We talked about a full-scale youth movement on many of the broadcasts we've partaken in, as that's an ace for the Irish. They're rolling right now. 6-1 in this 4th set. Irish lead 2-1. Service continues for the junior and the libero, Lucia Casaro. Overhand service. Poitras. Casaro's there. Hansen. Now Richmond, they go to Poitras again. Soft touch shot. Irish ready for that one. Casper. Richmond's there for the dig. Chasing that down was Gaddis, but it's 4 hits. Could not get it over. Good effort, though.
Yeah, how about coming all the way over to the scorer's bench?
Nigel Gaddis ready to hop the scorer's bench, try to keep that alive.
Yeah, got to love the effort.
Lead, though, is 7-1. Casaro continues her service. Overhand serve to the back row. Siegel from the set. Casaro digs in that time. They targeted her a lot. Casper. That time Richmond answers. Gaddis once again chases it down. Richmond one hit to get it over. Play in front of the net. Almost a miscommunication by the Braves. Casper thought she was going to spike it down, but instead Dills called for it. Gets the point. 8-1 all Irish. Braves need a timeout on Indian SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Welcome back to Brebeuf Jesuit High School. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Irish lead this best-of-5 match 2-1, and they are in commanding control.
Hey, if you like volleyball tomorrow night volleyball, Chittard versus Heritage Christian. Live from Heritage Christian. We'll be on the air about 6:50. Join us.
Our third consecutive evening of volleyball action. Siegel on the counterattack. Casaro there for it again. Opposite side, Richmond's there. They'll take a carom off the ceiling. Siegel, Casaro slightly misplayed it. Hansen chased it down. It goes to Casper, who plays it to Poitras. Weber, Irish counterattack. Rally will continue. Casper says, tried to end it, but other ideas by Schumacher. Siegel, she'll end it. 8-2.
Both liberos have played so well.
Richmond's been involved in almost every play, and Casaro overcomes some adversity after being targeted a time or two on different set shots, or spike shots, I should say.
I love how Coach came over here and asked for the lineup. Does not want to force a point.
Coach Hall has asked for clarification on her rotation, as Coach mentioned there. Casper, adjustment shot. Richmond's there. Quick reaction there by the Irish. One hit to get it over. Casaro will do that. Richmond, play in front of the net. Running cross shot by Poitras. It's in.
Good play.
8-3. This is kind of what happened in Game 3. The Irish got out to an early advantage, and the Braves slowly crept back in before ultimately taking it to force this set 4. Sophie Weber, the 5'9 junior, serves the Braves. Hit to the back row of the Irish. Play in front of the net. Casper with authority. Richmond says not this time. Siegel, Casaro, an answer of her own. They'll go back to Casper. Blocked by the Braves. And they'll say 4 hits, actually.
I think Gaddis did a nice job, though, playing at the net there.
Solid net play overall by Brebeuf. Weber's service. 1 hit left for the Irish. Miscommunication. They somehow get it over despite a collision. And that's misplayed by Gaddis.
Boy,
Irish dodged a big one there.
Yeah, they did. Both of them collided. Boy, if that play went on, we would have been...
It would have been a wild rally. 9-4, advantage Cathedral. Mallory Dills, the freshman, serving it up for the Irish. Play in front of the net. Poitras, faked cross body. Instead with a soft touch shot. 1 bump left. Treloff gets it over. Now they will go to Poitras this time. She goes with authority that time. Irish ready. Neal in the middle of the campfire. 10-4. Well played that time by the front line attack of Cathedral. Mallory Dills, the freshman, continues her serving duties. Richmond, overhand shot. Casaro digs for it. Aggressive play by Treloff. Braves set up. Siegel chasing that down is Casaro. 1 hit left. They get it over. Siegel again. Nobody home. Casaro tried to keep that alive. Only got 1 hand up around it. 10-5.
If she did not get her hand there, that would have been right in the face.
Yep. Siegel tried to leave a mark with that one. 10-5. Casaro, though, not phased. They go this time cross-body to Frazier. Soft adjustment shot. Richmond chased it down. 1 hit left. Weber does get it over. Maybe didn't need to. Casper. Well played by the Irish. Casper again. Followed her shot.
How about Richmond diving? Tell you what, both teams have left it on the floor. By far, probably one of the best games we've had all year.
Back and forth, nobody has quit. Couldn't agree more. 11-5 Irish. They lead 2-1. Advantage is 6 in this current set. Dills continues the serving. Overhanded. Play in front of the net. They go to Frazier. Blocked. Richmond. Bump to Siegel. Casaro's there. They'll go to Neal. Looked like she almost wasn't ready for it. Almost got the back line. They'll say it was ricocheted. 12-5.
You know, we have several games left, Jimmy. We got the Roncalli Heritage game. We have the city semifinals and finals coming up. Brebeuf back on our schedule coming up in soon. A lot of volleyball left on SRN.
You're going to want to continue to stay with us each and every week here on IndianaSRN.org. Siegel tried to put everything behind that one, but the front line of Neal and company block it. 13-5.
And if you think Brebeuf is dead, don't. Because this is where we were.
This is about where we were. I would make the point this feels only slightly different because the energy is still there. The energy was starting to fade. Of course, unforced errors helped that argument, but the energy was starting to fade for the Braves last set. That one, Siegel put just as much as she did when she almost took out Casaro, and the front line was ready to block it for the Irish. Siegel, overhand shot. Irish, blocked. Good play by Casaro, but it's misplayed on the adjustment shot by Dills.
Here they come.
13-7. That's why you coached and I watch.
Been on a lot of that side.
Siegel. Overhand service to the back line. Irish. Once again, a questionable shot. That time it's redirected. Irish counterattack. They'll go to Ditto. Diving to make it as Richmond. Go to Robinson. Casaro's there. Play in front of the net. Fortuitous bounce. Siegel makes the play. Weber keeps it alive. Neal. They'll go to Siegel. She almost wasn't ready for that. Tried to put it away. Did Treeloff. She did that time. Richmond again. The effort, though. She was there, but she ricocheted into the stands.
The one thing I have to tell you, though, when Siegel went on the floor, she did exactly what she was told to do. You roll the opposite way out of bounds so you clear the floor with your teammates. That's how that ball kept alive. Excellent. I mean, she's a freshman. She's thinking that well on the floor.
Siegel displayed high-level lateral quickness, almost like the cone drill in the combine for football, the way she was rotating in and out.
Good point.
Left to right there in that last rally. Robinson on the return shot. Diving forward is the Irish. Soft play at the net. Braves look to counter. They trail by 7. Robinson blocked. Sets it, though, to keep it alive. Siegel bumps it over. Play in front of the net. They'll go to Suppiger, and she sent that into the net. 14-8. Braves back within 6. Elijah Gaddis, the 5'8 freshman, one of the top underclassmen in the Circle City Conference. Powering through on the kill. They somehow keep it alive. What
How
a
did
play.
that happen?
Ditto puts it down. 15-8.
Boy, that ball was pinned against the net, and they still played it. That's no violation.
Nope.
Play on.
Quick reflexes all over by the Braves, but there's so much you can do with that type of velocity on a shot. Anna Neal, the senior, serving for the Irish. They're 10 points away from completing this match 3-1. They've been in a similar situation before, though, and they left the door open for the Braves. Can they close it this time? Neal. No, not that. Unforced error.
That can't happen.
No.
You have the you hit the antenna. You got to be focused on that one.
Got to keep the foot on the gas. Frazier, overhand service. Misplayed by the Irish. Unforced errors for the last 2, and they're back within 5. Hey, what, Coach, we talked about it last game. Put them away now. They didn't then. And now it's 15-8. Put them away now. They haven't so far. Braves staying alive. The Irish have answers. Soft touch shot. What a savvy move by the senior, Mia Ditto.
That's just a senior playing senior volleyball.
16-10.
You're up against some freshmen there, and you just outplayed them there.
Timeout Braves. Irish lead at 16-10. We'll be back on Indian SRN.
If you find yourself confronted by unwanted pests in your home or office, then you need to contact the professionals at Kim Mountain Pest Control. We offer quality pest control solutions at an affordable price. We specialize in ants and termites. We're also available to handle a variety of other pests, including roaches, fleas, and flying insects, as well as rats and mice. Don't wait until pests cause severe damage to your home or property. Contact the team of experts at Kim Mountain Pest Control today.
(16-10) advantage the Cathedral Irish. They also lead currently in the match 2-1. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. Out of the Braves timeout, the Irish will have service. It'll be the senior, Jamie Hansen. Irish have been here before, close to putting the Braves away like they were last game. Brebeuf put together a rally. Poitras, cross body. Casaro diving to keep it alive. Casper gets the kill. 17-10.
You got to love Seaman, because Seaman was going to play that ball. If Casper was going to make that play, Seaman was going to be able to finish. Nice hustle.
Hansen continues the service. Always love the hustle. Seen a lot of that from Brebeuf tonight. One hit to get it over. Good play by Richmond. Braves counterattack. Blocked. Braves stay alive. 17-11. Service goes now to the libero for the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves. Excuse me, they'll go switch with rotation there. It'll be Schumacher. Rather, the 5'8 junior. Soft set by Casper. They'll set her up. How do you stop that?
It's tough, but what you need to do is you just need someone to the other side, and then you got to make the attempt to block.
Right. 18-11. Service now for Lucia Casaro. Poitras put that down.
Same exact play, little different area, but same exact. You're not there to block. You got to have your hands up.
And just too tough a placement and wrong placement on each of the respective defenders for the potential dig. Just misplayed. Irish trying to return. They do. Siegel set up. In. 18-13. This door is wide open for the Braves.
Game number one, 27-25 Cathedral, 25-22, 28-26.
Brebeuf taking, of course, that third game. Weber, service. Irish to Kreloff, and she finally gets one down. Went cross body with it. 19-13. The gap is 6. The Irish are 6 points away from taking the match. Dills, service. Siegel, the counter strike. It's in. Nobody home. Hansen and Casaro on either side, and that time Siegel went to the middle. 19-14.
No approach at the net either for Cathedral.
Abby Richmond, the 5'6 senior. So now libero has her service. She's been involved in countless plays for the Braves tonight, a big part of this rally. Casaro bumps it over. Will they go to Siegel again? They won't. They'll go instead to Frazier. Counterattack, Casper. Didn't get all of that. Now they'll go to Siegel. Down again. Same spot in that back corner, right in between Hansen and Casaro. Braves back within 4.
And that's Siegel's sweet spot as well with authority. She knew it was down. She knew it was down.
Well, Jim knew it was down. Richmond, overhand service. Casaro's there. Counterattack. Casper powered through.
But the approach was different for Brebeuf that time. They had players there to block.
Making those adjustments. They're a little too late though. Casper serving it. 5 points away are the Irish. Braves trying to stay alive. They go to Siegel again. The spike is down. That time she went in front of Casaro. 2016. Braves within 4. The back and forth, though, they can't afford to trade points. They need to get a couple points in succession.
Yeah, you got to get a run here.
Siegel, the overhand service. Casper receives. Ditto. Wow. Slams it down. 21-16. 4 points away are the Irish. Heck of a fight, though, by the Braves right now. Anna Treloff, the senior. Overhand service. Richmond's there. They'll set up Robinson. She's blocked. Siegel's there, though.
Got a net.
Net violation, or make that a violation against the Braves. 22-16.
They called 4 hits officially, but they were in the net as well.
Anna Treloff continues her service for the Irish. 3 points away from the match. Richmond's there. Attempting to redirect it was Gaddis. The Irish were ready for it. Now they might smell blood in the water. 23-16. The Braves have one last rally left. Treloff. Richmond's there. Play to Robinson. Soft touch shot. Counter by the Irish. They go to Ditto. They'll set up Robinson. The spike. Got it down. The fight continues for Brebeuf. 23-17. Margin back down to 6. But they need a run here. Take some pressure off yourselves rather than having to go against match point the rest of the way. Gaddis, the 5'8 freshman. Overhand service, received by Casper. Misplayed.
Misplayed.
By Dills. Got a slightly bad angle on it. Now it's 23-18. So 2 straight points by the Braves. Gaddis service. Casper receives it. Play in front of the net. Sent down with authority by Suppiger.
Now you got to feel pretty good about yourself that you know how to set. I think the ball was just wet.
Yeah. Either wet or just a bad angle on it. So now serving for the match. 24-18. It's Anna Neal. Richmond receives it. Soft touch shot. Irish look to count him. I'm going to carry. 2 hits, they say instead. So now the Braves will be in control. Anything in the net is the match. Match point 2. Service is Greer Frazier, the 6-foot junior.
They haven't gone away, Jimmy.
Braves have fought throughout. Frazier's service might have been headed out. Casper puts it away. Irish take the 4th set, 25-19. They take the match 3-1. But, Coach, I think you'll reiterate this. The Braves, and I don't say this lightly, made them earn that. They did not quit early.
Exactly right. Now the Braves are 11-6. Their next opponent, Tri-West. Cathedral on a run now, 8-8. Their next opponent, and number 1, Yorktown.
Not bad. Not a bad way to rebound back after this.
You play your conference, you play your foe on Wednesday, on Thursday. By the way, you have to play Yorktown. And then this weekend you have to play in a tournament. So, not bad.
Yeah, so congrats on the win.
And Newcastle was in that tournament. For Brebeuf, outstanding play, adjusted well. They play Tri-West next, and then they have their tournament this weekend. Final total stats, 4 aces on the night for Brebeuf, 55 kills, 11 blocks, 27 turnovers. For Cathedral, 8 aces, 68 kills, 16 blocks, 16 turnovers. In the last game, 7 turnovers for Cathedral, only 4 for Brebeuf. But what a great game. And, man, I'm glad we brought it to you right here on Indiana SRN.
Coach mentioned the Braves continued to stay alive. They did not quit after trailing by as many as 2-0. They dug in Game 3 to force a 4th set, but that would ultimately be the deciding set as the Irish take that one 25-19. I want to remind you before we step away that tomorrow night our long week of volleyball action continues and concludes with a Circle City Conference tilt between Heritage Christian and Bishop Chatard. A lot on the line for both teams in that, Coach. For Chatard, it's to continue to give chase in the conference standings. For Heritage Christian, it's to continue to jockey for position in the leaderboard.
Yeah.
but both teams a must-win if they want the Circle City Conference title.
Radio broadcast only tomorrow night, and then don't forget a slew of games of football on Friday.
Looking forward to all of that action as well. For all of our crew here at Brebeuf Jesuit High School, again, the final in this one. The Cathedral Irish defeat the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves 3-1. Until we talk to you tomorrow night on our radio-only broadcast on Indian SRN, for the Coach Keith Myers, this is Jimmy Cook saying so long, everybody.